Hey, this is Judgment. How in the world are you guys doing? I am back with another vlog. I had a really good time doing the first one with all your comments and feedback. So I was like, man, I have to do some more of these. So let's get right into this one though. Wanted to start off by answering a couple questions that you guys had. Make sure too, if you have any questions for me, put them down in the comment section. I'll try to answer them in the next vlog. But first up, you guys wanted to know, hey, is that your guitar? Do you play the guitar? No, I am musically challenged. You know, it's so bad I cannot sing and clap at the same time. If I'm at church or if I'm at like a Skillet concert or something like that and I'm trying to clap and sing, it just does not work out. In fact, I actually have to kind of focus on the people around me and see the beat that they're kind of clapping to and to trying to match it, and it never comes out right. So I don't even try to do that anymore. But that is actually my wife's. It's her keyboard over there too. She is actually musically gifted. She actually leads praise and worship at our church, and she actually taught herself how to play that guitar. So she's very talented and I'm very challenged. All right, next up, you guys were wondering, what games am I looking forward to in 2014? Well, there are 4 games that I really want to pick up besides Call of Duty. 4 new games that are coming out. All right, so first up, of course, Titanfall. That game looks like a monster. I cannot wait for it to come out. I hope it destroys everything else that comes out just about. Well, I guess not. You know, I hope all these games are good. But, you know, Titanfall, of course, these are the people that left Infinity Ward. So, super excited to see them trying something new. All right, and I'm really excited too because this game has mechs in it. I've always liked mech type games. To me, though, there just hasn't been a good one that has come out. So I'm really hoping that these guys can pull this off. So I'll definitely be picking that up. Also, too, you know, Bungie, they are making Destiny. Those are the people that made the original Halo games. All right, that is what got me into console gaming. That is, you know, the game in my opinion. That's like the holy grail. So anything that these guys put out, I am really looking forward to that. A game that you might not have heard of, and it's actually a game that you guys told me about, is Dying Light. Now, I like zombies. You've seen my zombie videos. I am really liking the way this game is looking. So if you don't know Dying Light or what that's about, go on YouTube and check it out. I'm sure you can get some videos that'll show that off. Fourth one, you probably not have heard this one, but Mad Max, that is coming out. Now, I'm older, almost 40. I grew up watching these movies, and I'm not going to recommend that you watch the Mad Max movies because they can be really, really graphic, but I grew up watching those, so I am really looking forward to how this game is going to turn out. Now, I'm hoping, though, it's not really raw or anything like that because I don't like that in a game, but, you know, great concept, great premise for a game. So those are the 4 that I'm looking forward to. Now, I also wanted to talk about a movie that I saw this weekend, and that was the Hobbit movie. This is the second Hobbit movie. Some people are confused. Yeah, they released 1 movie for all of the Lord of the Rings books, so 1 movie per book. There are 3 movies, 3 books. All right, when it comes to the Hobbit, they are releasing 3 movies for just 1 book. So some people said, hey, I thought you already watched the Hobbit movie. Yeah, I did, but that was just the first part. So this is the second part. I'm not going to spoil it for you or anything like that, but I will say this. I did like the second one better than the first one. I still haven't liked these as much as I liked the last Lord of the Rings movies, but they're still really good. I think you're going to like them. This one kind of sets up the end movie, and there's going to be an epic battle, I'm sure, in this one of the 5 armies, or the 6 armies if you count the Eagles. But, you know, you get to meet the characters that are going to be involved and play a pivotal role in that. You get to meet Bard, who is going to have a pivotal role in the beginning of the 3rd movie, I'm sure, and you get to meet Bjorn, the shapeshifter, and some other people. You know, I'm sure you've seen the coming attractions for it, or the previews. You know, you get to see the 2 elves. Legolas is back, or I guess not back, you know, because this is earlier in time, but also Toriel is there. She kicks butt. Legolas kicks butt in this movie. Really impressed with their fight scenes. I mean, they were epic, especially hers, and I guess especially his too. He has this hand-to-hand scene at the end where, you know, I guess it's all hand-to-hand in medieval times, but he kind of gets into it really well with this orc, and I don't want to spoil it for you. It's just awesome, so you definitely check that out. If you don't know the she-elf or the girl that plays it, it's the girl from Lost, that TV show where they're stranded on the island. I never got to figure out what that show is about, but she is the girl that is from that Evangeline or Evangelina Lilly or something like that. You know, she does a great job in this movie. Now, I really did not like her on Lost at the end because she got into this love triangle thing. And it's really weird because she gets into this kind of love triangle thing in The Hobbit. So, and it really doesn't make sense. If you've seen the movie, let me know if you understand what I'm talking about. Like I said, I don't want to spoil anything for you. What else? You know, of course, the dwarves are in there, the 13 dwarves, and of course, you know, all the other people. Gandalf is in there. He has a great battle scene too. You get an idea of just how much power this guy is wielding. Also, Smaug is in there, and that's the dragon. They did a great job rendering this dragon and making him look kind of realistic, you know. Hats off. The guy who does the voice, I can't remember his name. It's like Cumberpatch or something like that. He's the guy that was in the latest Star Trek movie and the Wrath of, well, I guess that's not the name of it. The latest Star Trek movie. I don't want to spoil that one for you too. But he is the guy who played the villain in that, and he just does an excellent job. So really like this movie. I'm a big fan of Tolkien. And I don't know if you know who J.R.R. Tolkien is, but this guy was like a devout Catholic, a really religious person, and that comes through in his writings. In fact, that's, you know, a couple of things that I really like about this guy is he poured out his faith into the stuff that he did, and it was very evident. If you watch the Lord of the Rings movies, you're going to see a lot of parallels with the Bible. You know, you're going to see a lot of things, not so much in The Hobbit, but definitely with the Lord of the Rings movies. He even called that a deeply religious book. So really respect a guy who does that. He also, too, was really vocal on sharing his faith with his friends and people that he knew. If you know C.S. Lewis, C.S. Lewis actually grew up in a Christian home. He had a Christian mother, and his grandfather was even a preacher, but his mother ended up dying, and so he really blamed God and got really angry at God. He became kind of this angry type atheist, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know, there's some atheists that are really angry towards Christian and Christianity and religion. And I can understand that in a sense, you know, why people are like that. But this is the way that Lewis was. And I mean, really, like I said, blame God for his mother dying, and that just really created a lot of bitterness inside. Totally justifiable. You know, I'm sure if that happened to me, I'd probably have a lot of those things. The thing, though, is as Lewis was going on in life, he found something to be really weird. He found that the people that he liked to hang out with were Christians, and so he was having trouble reconciling that. Yeah, he liked to hang out with these people. He could not stand Christianity. But Tolkien was one of the people that he liked to hang out with. And Tolkien, you know, spent time with him and really talked to him about God and kind of explained some things and talked with him about some things, and ended up being really influential into, you know, with C.S. Lewis coming back to the faith, or coming to the faith, you know. And you know what C.S. Lewis did. He became a major apologetics type person, wrote a lot of great books, you know, the Chronicles of Narnia, the Screwtape Letters, Mere Christianity. If you haven't read any of his books, check out Mere Christianity. But really smart guy. Both of these guys were really smart. But it was really cool just to see how Tolkien, you know, he wasn't like Lewis. Lewis was very straightforward with his writings about Jesus Christ. Tolkien was more, you know, he kind of just poured it in there. And like I said, with the Lord of the Rings books, it was like a mosaic almost. I don't want to sound corny, but it was like a mosaic where you could see Christianity. So I really respect both these guys. But Tolkien, you know, I kind of see my YouTube channel as being like him. I try to pour out my faith into my stuff. I don't do a good job all the time, but, you know, Christ has done some amazing things in my life. You know, I want to represent him well, and I want to represent him well to people that don't know him, atheists, people of different faiths. You know, I want to tell other people about him, kind of like Tolkien did one-on-one. And I love the fact that Tolkien interacted with people that weren't of the same beliefs. You know, sometimes Christians kind of get in their bubbles and they don't have anything to do with anybody or anything like that. You know, I think that's totally bad, totally wrong. You know, you got to have your boundaries, I guess, in some things. But I love how Tolkien was, and I guess I want to encourage you guys to be like that. You know, whatever you do, you make YouTube videos, you do your job, whatever you do, pour your faith into it. Don't have your faith separated. Don't have your faith on Sunday and then Monday through Saturday you don't have it or anything like that. bring it in, bring it out. And then also too, I want to encourage you to share it with people that you know, and don't get trapped in the bubble. You know, don't just be friends with Christians. You know, I game with a lot of non-Christians, a lot of atheists, you know, and I love these guys. And I'm not just saying that, you know, these are my buds. I don't care if you're not a Christian or a Christian. I care because, you know, I care about your faith and everything like that, but it doesn't make a difference. You know, I want to interact with you and become friends with you, and especially through this YouTube channel and everything like that. But really like that guy. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Probably went a little bit too long about that. Let me give you an update on the sniper challenge. All right, these guys are ducking me. I mean, they're ducking me so bad. Kingdom Soldier even got rid of his Xbox. I'm kind of maybe spoiling it. He's mentioned that. I think he's going to be making a video about that. But, you know, Godly Disciple, Jesus Freak, Claps, Ocho. I'm like, when are we going to do this? And they don't even get back to me. So they must be scared of my sniping abilities or something like that. But I'll give you an update. Hopefully we can get that done maybe over Christmas break. And I'll definitely show you that. Remember, I've got that prize for the winner. But that's all I got for you. Let me know if you've got any questions. My chair is sinking right now. But let me know if you've got any questions that you'd like me to answer in the next video. But as always, guys, take care and God bless.